On this day in history, September 7th. A solar eclipse on September 7, 1251 BC, is speculated to have occurred at the time of Heracles' legendary birth in Thebes, Greece. Heracles is best known for his incredible strength and for performing the 12 labors, a series of heroic tasks. The Roman army, under the command of the future Emperor Titus, besieged Jerusalem on September 7, 70 CE, marking the turning point in the First Jewish-Roman War, 66–73 CE. Jerusalem served as the hub of Jewish rebel resistance within the Roman province of Judea. Following the death of Pope Adrian IV, the College of Cardinals elected the Chancellor Rolando, who assumed the title of Alexander III. However, 5 cardinals, the clergy of St. Peter's, and the Roman populace refused to recognize him, and elected their own candidate Octaviano Monticelli as an anti-pope on September 7, 1159. On September 7, 1566, Sultan Selim II became the heir apparent to the Ottoman throne. During his reign, he achieved several noteworthy successes, like as the conquest of Tunis and Cyprus, but he also faced reverses in the Battle of Lepanto and the unsuccessful attempt to seize Astrakhan during the conflict with Russia. English pirate Henry Every and his crew aboard the Fancy capture the armed Mughal trading ship Ganjai Sawai in the Arabian Sea on September 7, 1695, in one of the most profitable raids in history, with loot of between £325,000 and £600,000. The East India Company later compensates for the loss after Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb closed 5 ports to English trade. On September 7, 1714, Treaty of Baden signed by the Holy Roman Empire and France, ending the War of the Spanish Succession. French retain Alsace and Landau, Austria gets east bank of Rhine. On September 7, 1812, Battle of Borodino, Napoleon Bonaparte wins a Pyrrhic victory against Russian General Mikhail Kutuzov in the most ferocious battle of the Napoleonic era. 70,000 are killed. Prince Regent Pedro of Braganza declared the country's independence from the United Kingdom of Portugal, Brazil, and the Algarves on the banks of the Ipiranga Brook on September 7, 1822, on what became known as the Cry of Ipiranga. Formal recognition by Portugal came with the Treaty of Rio de Janeiro, signed in 1825. On September 7, 1880, Geo Ligoski was granted a patent for a groundbreaking device designed to throw clay pigeons for trap shooting. This invention revolutionized the sport by providing a more consistent and reliable means to launch targets, enhancing training and competition. Ligoski's patent marked a significant advancement in shooting sports technology, contributing to the evolution of trap shooting as we know it today. Edith Eleanor McLean became the first baby to be placed in an incubator at the State Emigrant Hospital on Ward's Island, New York on September 7, 1888. This event marked a pivotal moment in the history of neonatal medicine, as the use of incubators began to improve the survival rates of premature infants. The introduction of this technology represented a major leap forward in the care and treatment of vulnerable newborns. British forces in Tibet compelled the 13th Dalai Lama to sign a treaty on September 7, 1904, granting Britain trading posts in Tibet, and ensuring that Tibet would not cede territory to foreign powers. This treaty was a significant move in the geopolitical struggle for influence in the region, with Britain asserting its presence in Tibet. The agreement marked a key moment in the British expansion into Central Asia, and had lasting impacts on Tibet's political landscape. On September 7, 1909, Eugene Lefebvre became the first pilot to die in an airplane crash while test piloting a new French-built Wright biplane at Juvisy. Lefebvre's tragic accident marked a significant and somber moment in the early history of aviation. His death highlighted the inherent risks of pioneering flight, and underscored the challenges faced by early aviators as they advanced the development of aircraft technology. Interpol was established in Vienna on September 7, 1923, marking the official formation of the International Criminal Police Organization. Initially named the International Criminal Police Commission, ICPC, Interpol was created to facilitate international cooperation in combating crime. The formation of Interpol represented a significant step in global law enforcement, aiming to enhance collaboration among police forces across different countries. The Boulder Dam, now known as the Hoover Dam, began operation on the Colorado River on September 7, 1936, straddling the border between Nevada and Arizona. This monumental engineering project was a crucial development in water management and electricity generation for the region. The Hoover Dam's completion marked a significant achievement in infrastructure, providing a reliable water supply and hydroelectric power that continues to benefit millions of people. The Blitz began on September 7, 1940, as the German Luftwaffe bombed London for the first of 57 consecutive nights. This intense bombing campaign marked a critical phase in World War II, with the Nazis preparing for a potential invasion of Britain. During this period, the Luftwaffe suffered significant losses, including 41 bombers, while the British endured devastating air raids and worked to defend their city and country. On September 7, 1952, Alberto Ascari of Italy secured the Formula One World Drivers' Championship by winning the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. This victory, achieved in a Ferrari, clinched the championship for Ascari, who finished the season 12 points ahead of his fellow countryman Giuseppe Farina. Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones and John Bonham make live debut as Led Zeppelin, but billed as the New Yardbirds, before about 1,200 students at Edgeguard School Teen Club in Gladsaxe, Denmark on September 7, 1968. Rap artist Tupac Shakur was shot multiple times in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas on September 7, 1996. He succumbed to his injuries 6 days later, on September 13, 1996. Tupac's death was a significant and tragic event in the world of music, marking the loss of one of the most influential and controversial figures in hip-hop history. On September 7, 2013, Chinese President Xi Jinping announced plans to develop a new Silk Road economic belt during his visit to Kazakhstan. This initiative, part of the larger Belt and Road Initiative, aims to enhance economic connectivity and cooperation across Eurasia by reviving ancient trade routes. The announcement marked the beginning of an ambitious project designed to foster economic integration and infrastructure development across multiple countries. Eminem broke a 36-year UK chart record on September 7, 2018, for consecutive #1 albums with the release of his album Kamikaze. The record, previously held by ABBA and Led Zeppelin, marked a significant achievement in Eminem's career and demonstrated his continued prominence in the music industry. This accomplishment underscored his lasting impact and success in the global music scene. On September 7, 2023, Danny Masterson, known for his role on That 70s Show, was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison after being convicted in May of 2 rapes that occurred in 2003. The sentencing followed a high-profile trial and marked a significant legal outcome in the case. Masterson's conviction and sentence reflect the seriousness of the charges and the judicial system's response to such crimes. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to get more historical facts.